Good morning, Northern California. Thanks for joining us. I'm Monica Coleman alongside meteorologist Brendan Menchef, and today is a busy day in Roseville. Many people may be heading out to the Pedal Connection to buy some really cool art, and Brendan, it may just be the perfect day weather-wise.
Yeah.
Nevada County and its residents still face a massive cleanup following the latest storms, according to the Office of Emergency Services. That rally coming on the same day a school shooting was falsely reported at a Stockton high school. Reports of a school shooting at Cesar Chavez High School in Stockton were not credible. And as for the future of ghost guns, their parts will now have serial numbers so they can be traced. And a background check will be required to buy a kit from a commercial dealer. New this morning, just outside our studios in Sacramento, a rollover crash nearly hitting our building. Take a look at your screen. The crash happening just after 1 in the morning. The fate of the popular social media app TikTok is in question this morning. After an intense day on Capitol Hill this week, both Democrats and Republicans came together to question the company's CEO, Shou Chew. They talked about keeping American data safe from China and protecting kids who use the app. 3 people have now died from a bacteria linked to contaminated eye drops. The CDC now warns about the growing number of deaths and infections. One person claims she's now legally blind because she used the eye drops. Coming up on ABC 10 Weekend Morning News, next at 6, continued trouble for Hyundai and Kia. The company is now recalling some of their models after a dangerous flaw was found. Over $8.8 billion gone from the pockets of all Americans. What the federal government is warning U.S. customers about a recent wave of scams. Let's take a look at your business headlines. Another good end to the week for Wall Street, even as worries over bank failures remain. The S&P 500 up 0.6%, while the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq also seeing great numbers. Still, concerns remain over rising interest rates and the potential impact it could have on troubled banks. Meanwhile, mortgage rates actually going the opposite way and heading down. Freddie Mac says the average rate for a 30-year mortgage fell for the second straight week to 6.42%. But that's still 2 points higher than this time last year. Food giant General Mills says inflation is not slowing down its revenue yet. The company, which makes everything from breakfast cereal to cake mix, says higher prices helped revenues up 13% in the last quarter. Car makers Hyundai and Kia are telling some of their customers to park their cars outside. Over 500,000 SUVs and minivan owners are being told this after a potential problem with the tow hitch harness that could spark a fire. The recall affects the Hyundai Santa Fe and Santa Cruz and the Kia Carnival. The U.S. is not the only country dealing with increasing interest rates, hikes, and inflation. Switzerland's central bank hiked its interest rates by 50 basis points to fight domestic inflation. Officials in the country did say the higher rates will not have a negative impact on the economy. And if you're winning money when it comes to your brackets this March Madness, you may get taxed on it. Most forms of income are taxed by the IRS, and that includes those winnings from a bracket challenge. And a tax expert does say even $1 is technically taxable under the Internal Revenue Code. And as we know, gambling income does include the fair market value of prizes such as cars and trips, not just cash. The Federal Trade Commission says that Americans lost almost $8.8 billion to scam artists last year. ABC's Melissa Adon reports on the latest scams to look out for. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Coming up on ABC 10 Weekend Morning News, the Beam team back at the Golden One Center now closer than ever to securing their spot in the NBA playoffs. We're breaking down last night's game after the break. Plus, Governor Gavin Newsom in Yolo County yesterday announcing the state would be rolling back some of its route restrictions. That story after the break. Well, how about those Sacramento Kings? Many Kings fans are waking up ecstatic this morning after last night's game. ABC 10's Kevin John was at Golden One for the big game and brings us the very latest. Governor Gavin Newsom says in Yolo County Friday, looking at some of the farmland that has benefited from the record-breaking storms. He announced you can catch the full story Monday evening on To the Point with Alex Bell at 6:30. Coming up on ABC 10 Weekend Mornings, insulin prices are going down, but it's not for everyone. We will tell you who will see the new lower price after the break. Hey friends, welcome back into ABC 10 Weekend Mornings. I'm Monica Coleman, and always by my side is meteorologist Brendan Minchef. Brendan, all eyes are on Roseville this weekend because there's so much to do, like Spring Fest. There'll be live music and food, but will the weather play ball? It's something we have covered many times here at ABC 10. Sideshows, the illegal car shows that shut down intersections, blocking traffic for hours. Stockton police say they have stopped or disrupted several other sideshows. If you see one or know about one that's happening in your neighborhood, reach out to Stockton police. 4 attacks on U.S. forces in Syria, one killing an American contractor. The U.S. responding to the first deadly attack by sending in fighter jets, destroying 2 Iranian-aligned facilities. President Joe Biden saying he will act if necessary to protect Americans. ABC's Daria Ballinger has the latest. There's a lot of confusion over the cost of insulin after some drug makers announced new plans to cap prices. Brandon Lewis from our National Verify team explains whether that new lower price applies to everyone. Here at ABC 10, we stand for you. So that means getting up a little early in the morning and not just to give you the news. You never know what you'll find on the back roads of California. This morning, John Bartel takes us to the Central Coast to check out the elephant seals. And you know, we need that hometown energy to get that win.
Exactly. Sacramento proud, right? Ending the water drought, ending the playoff drought. Fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed on that. Two more games. Two more games to go.
That's all the time we have for today. We'll see you back here at 7:27.